Hey guys, welcome back. Um, Time to explain something that happened. So remember right before the end of the last episode, we got a message from the Duke of Connacht, which looked like the Duke of Connacht and only the Duke of Connacht wanted to force Gavelkind rule on us in Scotland. Um, and so, we before I saved, I rejected his request. It turns out he had basically the entire empire with him. So I went back to the last autosave and worked my way back down to August, with the knowledge in the back of my mind that this, Gavelkind problem was there, and it still is there, and pretty powerful too. But it means that some things are different than they were the last time we saw them. First off, there was no big French revolt, which means that we are not going to be pressing any additional county claims on the French Empire, at least until we get enough piety to create the kingdom of Aquitaine, which we've been able to do since last episode. We need something like 200, 300 piety, 400 piety, 200 piety, and 740 gold. So, that's going on. So our war target, our immediate war target that we would have had, isn't there. We can't go to war with Aragon over the remaining piece of Brittany that we would need in order to usurp the Duchy of Brittany. We could also do that by going to war with Rennes, but now everybody's formed the giant, in the words of the Yogcasts in their Civ games, the Giga Alliance, including the Pope, have decided to form against me. So that includes some counties in France, Lithuania, the King of Aragon, all that little stuff in Sweden that we were going to war against. All that has Giga Allianced against us. And so right now, ironically, our best war target is probably Perm to take back that last piece of cola that we were missing. But we're also, the other thing that I could consider doing is trying to do something about my domain. Currently 3 counties away from my full domain, but the issue is where would I want those 3 counties to be, because the backbone of my domain is the Duchy of Galloway and the Duchy of Moray here in Scotland. So, assuming I want to keep things together and just, send everybody in the boats once, as opposed to trying to figure this out. Oh, we inherited Calais somehow. Because that was part of the Duchy of Aquitaine too. Okay, well, we now control the Straits of Dover. Well, no, we don't. I'm sorry, I'm not England. I'm used to having control over England. So we need to decide how we want to handle this, and I think we can handle it in one of 2 ways. I can try to revoke counties in Ireland that are relatively close to my counties in Scotland, or I could potentially claim new lands in England using the old make claims method, and basically just start annexing parts of England 1 county at a time until my domain is filled up. The reason I don't necessarily want to do that is because the King of England is essentially as strong as I am. Although he does have a funny caterpillar on his face. And he is attacking Muslims in Mesopotamia right now. So he is sort of distracted. But I would have to have, like, my own claims. And I have 2 claims on baronies. So to make that work. So if we go into the intrigue screen and we look at possible plots, we could revoke the County of Man from... No, that's the Duchy of Man. The Duchy of Man is worthless to me. The County of Man is... I could revoke the County of Desmond. Why? Okay, why? Essentially, they want me to revoke the entire Duchy of Munster. That's not really what I'm looking for here, guys. County of Lothian? Who holds the County of But that he is the Duke of Lothian. He's not in his primary title. Okay. Now this is more reasonable here. Tyrone is held by some guy in Sweden. And Oriol is controlled by another guy in Sweden. But what I'm going to do is, just as we go around and taking over things, I'm going to try to collect the land in my domain and then hopefully trade it in for lands closer to home later on. Right now, we're going to have a tournament. Because I definitely need okay, I think the King of Hungary just... Okay, the Pope left the pact. Iceland? Really? Iceland is where you guys decided to raise? No. Can't really do much for them there. I don't want to screw up the tournament. I'll go get those. Okay, so King of Lithuania. All right. And of course, by the 5th or so tournament, things just get really, really messed up. I feel like everybody just... Been a rough year for the Henry family. Must have been, oh, one of my Spanish counts. Okay, I was kind of hoping, okay, yeah. We should be able to still manage to get a feast off. Got it. Okay, my wife turned me down, which is weird, because I don't know where she is. My wife, who is lustful, and I'm a hedonist, and yet we've only had 2 children, they've both been girls. Yeah, I feel like something's not quite working out for me here. Okay, I'm thinking our feast is over. Yes? If our feast is over, I kind of need to go kill those peasants. Oh, evidently the feast has only now just ended. Okay, I have the righteous imprisonment of Duke John of Nidaros as a possibility here. Oh, we have another child who they want to name Walker. I'm sorry, we've already done that. Okay, we did Walker. Let's see here. What other is it? Duncan Mc. Yeah. We will name you Connor after Connor MacLeod. Okay, now I have a son. So now I can improve my diplomacy. And hopefully that will make people feel a little bit better. Having a male heir will also make people feel better. Well, it looks like the sea landing was too rough on our guys. Hopefully they'll do better. All right, let's look at aha. Ye old French revolt. Just in time. Granted, you'll note that the French revolt, has no shortage of men, at least to start with. So the question is, how do we want to handle this? I'm thinking that if we could take Von, that would be the most economical thing to do. Anybody who can... Oh yeah, we have... Got to go beat up the peasants first. This is... You know what? Well, they can't. Okay, the Pope is back in our defense pact. Okay. Now we don't have to worry about that. At least not for now. What are our potential casus belli against the French revolt of Humbert of Bourbon? Well, we do have somebody who can claim Von. The Count of Nantes. He's like right there. That would be so easy. And yeah, we don't want to do anything too crazy here, so we're just going to claim Von. That should allow us to usurp the title of Brittany when it's over with. It will not, won't gain us any new land. Okay, so we'll send everybody down to Clydesdale. I think I need more than... nice things about the French Revolt is that nobody feels the need to ally with them. All right, we're almost got all 8,000 men. Just coming over the hills from Strathern. Okay. Now, I know there's a 9,000 man French army floating around down here. My hope is that he's going to stay down there. So that when I send this army to Mortain in Normandy to try to speed the process, it won't be a big deal. Actually, a crusade for Andalusia, or Andalusia in Spanish wouldn't be a bad idea. It'd also give me an excuse to attack Aragon. Just not exactly sure why we're doing that. Okay, the Deyukids. Ah, they're down there. All right, so this is our first crusade of the game, and we need the areas that I want. Hmm. Well, that's not very nice. He's just a little kid. I have a feeling these are lots of Spanish troops. All right. That seems to happen periodically. Yeah, I know. Defense packs. Always fun. You didn't take care of those guys the first time? I like weakened them down to 1,400 for you. Oh, there's only 300 more peasants. Well, that's impressive that he could raise. I've already raised Gwyned's troops. You guys want to tell me why we're... You know, I've got my French levies trying to take over Brittany. I've got my Scottish levies trying to besiege Spain. I'm really... What have I got with me here? Oh, Leon and Cordoba are my backups. Okay, who wants to be educated? Oh, this is my half-sister. Yeah. Okay, Frida, we need you to be... I've got too many Germans in my court. I'm really trying to get back to having Scots. I mean, the family kind of went off track when it went Swedish for a second, and then the guy who was Swedish became Scottish. But now I have this German guy. Okay, we have 22,000 men besieging Malaga. Yeah, it's probably a good idea for you guys to look for new things to besiege. Okay, I'm not sure what siege is doing what. I think we're getting closer to reducing Van to so we can get a running war score. Also created the Kingdom of Aquitaine. We just lost a lot of war score here. I am not sure why, but I think it has something to do with the defeat of the French, who we're not technically allied with. Okay, we claimed Astorga? You gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Okay, well I don't like the sight of that. Hmm. It's a army that's larger than us by 2,000 men. No, I just lost my court chaplain. Oh, and there's one of these massive English revolts that just sort of popped up. Well, we have claims against her, but not anything anything interesting. Why don't you go hang out in Northumberland and see what happens? I'm not too worried about it. It's fine. I need to get to Desmond. Hold on, we can only take 8,600 troops. Well, let's assume we don't raise Desmond ships. Alright, my army corps of vassal types. Go save our valiant garrison in the territory we're trying to take over. I've got Twitch and let's go march on in. Stewart died. And unfortunately my new steward is currently at war. Oh, this is not good. They're going to get reinforcements right at the wrong time for me. Well, we might hold them off. I don't know who these other forces are, but I'm okay naming her Beatrix. I feel like angry mobs have killed a lot of my people. Okay, we've got some prisoners and a bunch of more prisoners. You know, when you just are large numbers of troops at something, it tends to make things a little easier to understand. Well, this is interesting because Meath is over here attacking a county that's basically all on its lonesome. Okay, what's the siege situation here? When was she ever my spy master? Okay, well, I guess we'll just take... You guys do realize I'm on Crusade, right? I guess I had the armies switched. I should have sent the vassal army on Crusade, and I should have sent my men to handle the annexation stuff. I mean, Evero. Okay. Okay. So while Everanchi's holds or doesn't hold, we need to prepare for them to attack their land once again. So I need to somehow gather a 15,000 man army in the blink of an eye. According to this, there are 5,000 men I have not raised. Okay. We'll see how this goes. This could be a terrible idea. But the hope, oh, the hope. Who's besieging? How is our siege? No, our siege is going fine. There just happens to be 9,000 Arab lancers that just showed up out of nowhere. Looks like Meath is going to win their war, which I have mixed feelings about. So far, our little independent holding in Avranches is holding on for dear bloody life. Okay, I'm not interested in a French holding. There goes nothing. Okay. King of Andalusia, County of Granada. Really? Oh my god, what else did he get? I just need you guys to get to Bordeaux somehow so I can... Okay. He's going to Poitiers. Let's just meet him there. Okay, is there a reason my war reset here? I was at 91%. I think my war went away. Okay, something weird just happened, but there was an autosave 3 days before. So let's see if we can get back to what we were looking at. So I'm going to cut here and then cut back in when I'm back.